What if transportation could be both faster and cleaner? That is the goal of Hyperloop Transportation Technologies. Hyperloop supports the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. It does this by showing how engineering can make this a reality by using low-pressure, solar-powered tubes and sustainable materials. One of Hyperloop's goals is to create a form of transportation that is much quicker than anything we have currently. They plan to do this by using a low-pressure environment inside of steel tubes to minimize air resistance, combined with cutting-edge propulsion methods. In 2020, Virgin Hyperloop, one of several companies working on test tracks and Hyperloop systems, completed its first successful human test run at a speed of around 107 miles per hour at its test site in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hyperloop projects like this combine speed and sustainability, which demonstrates the goal of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9. Hyperloop also plans to create a form of transportation that is much cleaner than what we currently have by using solar power and sustainable materials. Andreas De Leon, CEO of Hyperloop Transportation Technologies, states that the Hyperloop system reduces the environmental cost of a large-scale infrastructure project by integrating solar panels and other renewable energy sources to create a net energy positive system that aims to generate more energy than it utilizes. However, this is not the only way that Hyperloop plans to make transportation cleaner. According to the Sustainability Directory, researchers are actively exploring advanced materials with superior environmental benefits, including concrete with supplementary materials, recycled polymers, and bio-based composites. These alternatives aim to reduce raw material extraction, lower energy consumption during production, and minimize greenhouse gas emissions. Hyperloop's vision of using solar power and sustainable materials reflects the goal of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9 by building innovative infrastructure for a cleaner future. Hyperloop represents more than just a new form of transportation. It is one example of how engineering can change our world for the better. By combining high-speed travel with the use of solar power and sustainable materials, Hyperloop demonstrates that infrastructure and industry can be both innovative and environmentally responsible, which reaches the goals set by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9. As projects like Hyperloop and others continue to advance, they show us that progress is not only about expanding, but also about designing sustainable systems that benefit people and our planet for the future. Here are the sources that were used for this assignment.